Urgent announcement, official nation address for the year 2017 continue. The motion of no confidence stands. Seconded and approved by me, State President Wilna Minnies, the Philippine elect for the Republic of South Africa, as the single candidate nominated in terms of the provisions of Act 108 of 1996, the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, that reads, the Constitution is the supreme law of the Republic. The law, Act number 13 of 2004, and the conduct of cancellation of my political party, South African Federal Union Political Party, is inconsistent with the provisions of the Constitution and therefore invalid. It reads further, the obligations imposed by the Constitution must be fulfilled. Therefore, I remained a political party with the authority of the Constitution, but the President on 9 February 2004, ex-President Thabo Mbeki, as the collector for the entire African National Congress, including Parliament, were legally disqualified, therefore lacked the power to vote or debate on the motion of no confidence that I tabled through the Independent Electoral Commissioner's office. This single candidate nomination I accepted in terms of the said Section 2 and Section 7.2 of the Bill of Rights, which reads, the state must respect, protect, promote, and fulfill the rights in the Bill of Rights for all South African citizens. The application of the Bill of Rights in the Constitution, Section 8.1, reads, the Bill of Rights applies to all law and binds the legislature, the executive, the judiciary, and all organs of state. Single candidate nominated in terms of Section 41, 1C and F. I will read for you the provisions. In terms of Section 41, 1C, all spheres of government and all organs of the state within each sphere must C. Provide effective, transparent, accountable, and coherent government for the Republic as a whole. F. All spheres of government and all organs of the state within each sphere must F. Not assume any power or function except those conferred on them in terms of the Constitution. Parliament, the President, and all members of Parliament were disqualified to act in terms of Section 89 of the Constitution, removal of the President. Section 1C, inability to perform the functions of the office on the grounds of the serious violation of the Constitution, which is serious misconduct. 89.2, anyone who has been removed from the office of President, Parliament, in terms of Section 1ABC, may not receive the benefits of that office and may not serve in the public office. In accordance then with Section 2 and Section 7281, 41(1)(f) and Schedule 3 with regard to election procedures for constitutional office bearers. Schedule 3, Schedule 3, Part A, Section 3.3, Section 4, and Section 5. I accepted the nomination of the Constitution. I was the only South African citizen left with the authority of the Constitution as a political party, and could not call for a referendum for elections, because everyone in the nation was legally disqualified, and I am bound by the Constitution, Section 8.1. I therefore, by notice of motion application, appointed Chief Justice Mogoeng of the Constitutional Court as the Chief Justice before whom to take oath of office on the 7th of May 2014. The official State of the Nation address for the year 2017 continue. I appointed Chief Justice Mogoeng of the Constitutional Court in 2014 as the Chief Justice before whom to take oath of office, and for the Constitutional Court full bench to decide the matter and to acknowledge and confirm my authority as State President-elect for the Republic of South Africa in terms of the Constitution, and took oath of office by written notice of motion in terms of Section 87 in accordance with Schedule 2 of the Republic of South Africa. In humble submission and obedience to Almighty God, the all-powerful, eternal, only living divine God, who created us all and is divinely guiding the ways of all men on earth through the demonstration of his divine power through the law of the Spirit of life through Jesus Christ. I bring renown, joy, praise, glory, and honor to God. I am grateful for this ideal opportunity to address you all. I welcome and greet you all, honorable, esteemed fellow South African citizens. Hello, world. Hello, honorable, esteemed members of the United Nations, the European Union, the African Union, SADC members, the BRIC state members, honorable, esteemed Guptas, honorable, esteemed ambassadors of all the other states, not South Africa, and all esteemed foreign nationals among us. Today, Wednesday, 8th February 2017, I thank God for this ideal opportunity to address the South African nation and all other nations simultaneously regarding the state of affairs of the Republic of South Africa, to give clarity to the interpretation of the Constitution Act number 108 of 1996 and other laws of the Republic, and the consequences of the violation of the Constitution and the pretended ignorance of the violation of the said Constitution and other laws of the Republic by the so-called ruling party, the African National Congress, ANC President Jacob Zuma, the collective for all, the ANC. The anarchy of the entire organization and all opposition political parties, which means it is the entire nation, the BRICS state and other alliances they have formed. The laws that were seriously violated are the following, just some of the following. Act number 108 of 1996, the Constitution of the Republic. The Enabling Act number 2 of 2000, the Promotion of Access to Information Act. Act number 3 of 2000, the Just Administrative Act. Act number 4 of 2000, the Promotion of Equality and Prevention of Unfair Discrimination Act. The Criminal Procedure Act number 56 of 1955. The Public Safety Act number 3 of 1953. The Terrorism Act number 83 of 1967. The Internal Security Act number 74 of 1982. The Intimidation Act 72 of 1982. Other applicable statutes to give effect to the fulfillment of my rights in the Bill of Rights is the State Liability Act 20 of 1957, Section 2. In addition to the consequences of the guilty verdicts handed down by the IEC at The Hague in the Netherlands and the Constitutional Court, these political parties lack the power to act. I have mentioned previously that regardless of how many times they jump ship and form political parties or act as if they can authorize each other, or